News and detail on the hour from the WOR Newsroom. After conferring today with executives of the nation's biggest food retail outlets, Treasury Secretary John Connally promised what he termed a satisfactory decline in meat prices in the coming weeks. Connally explained his prediction by saying that beef and pork prices have reached the peak at the wholesale level. The retail chiefs also agreed that meat prices would drop instead of increase further, but they didn't say by how much. Connally then had a message from Washington for the customers of those retailers.
There has been a continuing decline in the commitment of the average worker's disposable income toward the purchase of food. Now, those are the simple facts. Now, we think if we can tell the simple facts to the American housewife and to the American workman, they're going to be fair in their judgments. I'm not worried about that. I don't think we have to placate them. They're not babies. We don't have to feed them, spoon feed them pablum. All we have to do is make the facts available to them.
Meanwhile, Congressman Wilbur Mills, the head of the House Ways and Means Committee, says that he is on the verge of advocating an across-the-board freeze of the nation's economy. And that means, according to Mills, food costs, interest rates, profits, wages, and all prices. When asked when he would make a decision on such legislation, Mills said, just a few more weeks. The Food and Drug Administration says labels should be on packaged foods to tell shoppers the protein, calorie, and vitamin content of those foods. An FDA spokesman said the special labeling would be voluntary. The Grocery Manufacturers of America, a trade association, said that it has supported a label system since it was first proposed in 1969 by a White House conference on nutrition and health. Con Edison got New York State Public Service Commission approval today for an electric power rate hike, but the big utility did not get all the revenue-raising authority it had requested. The PSC approved a $42 million additional hike, plus the continuation of the $52 million temporary boost. Con Ed said it wanted $143 million in added revenues instead of the total of $94 million approved by the PSC. There's been no definite breakdown yet on the actual cost to the Con Ed consumers. That will come after the utility redesigns its rate structure. Unionized New York State corrections officers have threatened to strike Friday at midnight. A public employees union local met in Albany today to consider their stand during contract talks with the state, and not only was the state's pay offer considered inadequate, but prison security improvements were also rejected. Meanwhile, State Corrections Commissioner Russell Oswald says that he has met 24 of the 37 union demands, adding that it was impossible to accomplish many of the other demands. The Guard said that assembly of a maximum security and rehabilitation center for hardcore prisoners was too slow in being realized. Other state employees are also threatening a walkout after Friday